Yeah, gotta load all this stuff. Video games. I collect them, you collect them, we all collect them. And it's something we can bond over, and it's also something that will never insult you, no matter what you do. God. We all love video games. Hell, even other video game collectors. It's something we can all bond over, if you can even find anyone who agrees with you. Living in a small town is quite hard to find someone who shares the same interest as you. Some may say, well, it's easier than finding someone in a big city. Well, in that case, you'd be right. But somehow, game collecting is a pretty uncommon genre in a small rural town in Vermont. Anyway, how do I acquire these games? Well, I present to you thrift stores. I've gotten so many games at these little thrift stores, such as... Hey, wait a minute. What? Get this out of here. Not again. You can also buy games off of the internet on sites such as eBay and... When buying games online, I highly recommend checking the seller's reviews and rating. I recently bought this copy of Resident Evil 0 off eBay, and I waited around a week for it. When it finally arrived, I checked the inside of the case and turns out he put the original Resident Evil remake in the Resident Evil 0 case. I thought about contacting the seller, but I decided on keeping it because it gives me a reason to not buy games online anymore, and also because it really wasn't the seller's fault, I think. Another great place to find games are conventions. Oh my god, the games. Oh, I'm in heaven, and heaven smells like body odor. In fact, conventions are so cool, I spent $200 on tickets to the Too Many Games Convention 2024 to buy some games and meet some cool celebrities. However, the downside to conventions is that you need to pay $80 for an autograph from your favorite voice actor. So on top of paying around $200 for the basic 3-day pass for 2 people and spending around $100 at least on game memorabilia and cool random trinkets and paying $80 for an autograph, you will be spending pretty close to $380 in one single place. Now, of course, I collect other things than just video games. I collect books. I mean, look at this. It's been a while. Now, of course, I collect movies too. I have such classics as Forrest Gump on VHS and Forrest Gump 2 Tom Hanks Strikes Back. Best Picture, 1994. Highly recommend you watch it. It's sealed too. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. I've been collecting all of this junk since late 2019 when my friend gave me one of his old NESs in trade of my Game Boy with a few games. The NES included 10 games, some of which are classics and go for some good money. Recently, I found out that my copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 is actually kind of rare and is the first edition version of the game. It's called Super Left Bros among collectors. Having this means that instead of selling it for $15, you can sell it for $15.15. Speaking of rare stuff in my collection, take a gander at this beauty. Yeah, that's right. I had Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color. It may not be much, but I don't have a job, so shut up. All of this used to be my sister's, but she passed it down to me on my birthday last year. So now I am the proud owner of 2 Pokemon games. Well, 3. Here's one you may not know about. This is the Earthbound Halloween hack. Haven't heard of it? Ever heard of Ness and Lucas in Super Smash Bros? Yeah, it's from the same series. Anyway, this is a ROM hack, so not really related to Earthbound. Anyway, this is made by the one and only Toby Fox. Yeah, that's right, the one who made Deltarune and Undertale. So, how do I clean my games? Well, every once in a while, I kind of just... So with Too Many Games 2024 getting closer every single day, I think it's about time I end this video. And finally, after all of what I just showed you, what is the weirdest game in my collection? Who even played this?